You, yeah, it is.
Both of us on.
Our bullshit. They don't care.
Welcome, y'all. See, he already acting a fool. Y'all tuned in to the Fox Cave Chronicles. It's your girl, Foxy. And tonight we got comedian who?
Nardo.
In the Fox Cave. Welcome.
Thank you for bringing me here.
Thank you for being here. We're going to get off into it. But first, shout out to my two sponsors, baby. Yes. Moving on up the ladder. First of all, shout out to my first sponsor for season 2 of the Fox Cave Chronicles, Ayana Pride. Thank you so much for being my first sponsor for season 2 for the whole season. Shout out to Hendrix Tattoos and Piercings right here in Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to Steve Hendrix for becoming my second sponsor for season 2 of the Fox Cave Chronicles. I appreciate you. Thank you all so much. Hey, if y'all want to get tatted up, hit Hendrix Tattoos and Piercings up. If you want to get pierced up, know how y'all want piercings everywhere. Pierced up, yeah.
That's a new one.
Holler at them. They got you.
I know they got shout out Steve Hendrix though.
Black-owned businesses. So let's support. If you know anyone that would like to be a sponsor for the Fox Cave Chronicles, shoot me a message. I have 3 different sponsor packages available for season 2. The Arctic Fox sponsor package, Silver Fox sponsor package, and the best one of all, the Red Fox sponsor package. So, if you want to be a sponsor, hit me up and I'll get that information to you. Shout out to my team, Rooster Black and Jonathan Hollins. They couldn't be here tonight. They at the money. So I appreciate them. They would be here if they could. Shout out to them. The Fox Cave Chronicles rap battle is coming. June 2021. Y'all get ready for that. A whole new experience. Battle rappers.
That sounds dope.
My first rap battle under my platform, so I'm excited about that. And we will be bringing you all more details to come. Also, my first pop-up shop, y'all, April the 17th, that's on a Saturday. So, if you know anyone that's a vendor that would like to be a vendor, hit me up and I will give you more details about that to come. So, I just got a lot of stuff going on, man. So, just excited about that.
You should be. That sound good though.
Yeah.
For real. All
good stuff. So let's get off into this interview, y'all, because this guy has been patiently waiting.
I'm cool.
He arrived early.
You said 7, didn't you?
I said 8.
You didn't say that.
I said 8.
I'm gonna show you what it say.
I'm
Let
gonna
me tell you something.
I said
I don't even
8.
like to be right with women.
Man, 8 o'clock, bro. That's what I said.
I ain't never showing up nowhere early.
Well, you was here early.
You said 7, but the thing about it is, you got a nice little place. We just sat over there and just drank good with the players over there. And just
The
smoked
players
good.
over there.
I feel like I'm back in old hips. Except ain't nobody get their ass kicked like. But we always had a good time whether somebody got beat up or not. Shout out him. Wednesday.
That boy said he's nostalgia up in here.
Man, I seen the nigga and his cousins go out their back door. He was scooping their ass like snow, like they shovel snow.
No, you didn't.
Everybody's hair came out.
No, you didn't.
Everybody's hair. They used to be. They were cute. They turned to Lou Gossett Jr.
No, they
Wesley
didn't.
Snipes.
Jane Evans.
Now, not he too old, but it was like Don Cheadle. People.
Oh,
They changed. They can fight though. He just was dragging. There's been some good ones in here. One time, I ain't even gonna do that to you. I know this is a good show, you know. That's one thing about comedy, though. I can talk about stuff that's dangerous and it be fun, you know. One time they were shooting so bad out there front door, it was like playing double dutch.
Man, nah, man.
You got to come out. You got to come
Out of there.
I came out the thing wide open, ran up on a nigga with his door open, loading the chopper. Oh, I gotta go back.
I'm trying to get back in.
I did the Scooby-Doo move.
You was trying to get back in, man.
Yes, but I want to be a little bit more sophisticated. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. But we just went down memory lane. It's all. Ain't nothing wrong.
I'm bullshit.
Ain't nothing wrong.
It's your I'm playing.
Welcome to the Fox Cave Chronicles, first of all.
Thank you for having me. I got a question. what's the red package? Because you said it a little more provocative. You said it a little more differently. Like, we go to Aces or the Playhouse and get a free VIP day or something.
Inbox me for details.
So see how I just did that, y'all? Y'all want to mess with the red package. It's dirty.
Sponsor packages are available. Yes. So, first of all, I want to say congratulations on everything that you have going on. You're an awesome, successful comedian. I'm super proud of you, because we got a little taste of history. Just a little taste.
You got, hold up, first off, thank you for being proud of me. I just be doing this. I love this shit. I get up in the morning, talking shit. I think it's a problem. But for people to say that type of stuff, I appreciate that. Now, what's that history? Because I be after the show. I know how to handle business, but after the show, and I know I did good, wasted. I remember you, but vaguely. Just like a lot of y'all. If I ain't known you since elementary, man, I see nigga at the bar. Everybody, I know you from somewhere. Not rich, I don't really know them. I be, So what's our history? Take me down, memory lane.
We have a taste of history because we were in a movie together, man.
Oh God, though. Yup.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Man, shout out to David Skato, man. Shout out to my guy Skato.
I wasn't even, you know what? I wasn't even drunk or high on this shit.
I know.
But immediately after, though, smoke my brain cells out. Y'all had me in the park. They had me in Star, Mississippi at an old church, a Negro spiritual church or something like that, man. But that's all right, though. It was a different vibe, and I realized I could act differently, I remember that.
Yeah.
I've been looking at them. I was looking at people like, I don't know where the hell I know her from. Thank you.
Yeah. So, you're a successful comedian, and how did all this come to pass? Like, you just woke up one day and decided you wanted to get paid for making people laugh?
You know what? I had a job with some white people after I got out of college, and they was laughing shit like, "Oh man, he's so funny and all that." White folk like this shit. I probably could do it.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about it then, but it didn't get real till I got fired for that job. They laid off a bunch of niggas. We all looked at each other like, this shit for real. 20 of us.
Man.
The whole room full of niggas and one white boy who hang with niggas. I was like, should have been fucking with us, but that dude, he was one of the ones who said it. And ironically, right after that, there was a comedy competition at Dreams Jackson.
Yeah.
Which is now Secrets.
Shout
out Dreams, Secret, that whole history. My guy Sam, I be forgetting Sam's last name, but Sam threw the comedy show up there. He knew some guys who had history with him, like real comedians like Steve Harvey and stuff like that. Because they used to have a comedy club on the dock in Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. Steve Harvey brought through a lot of people who like legendary to Jackson, Mississippi. And the dude Sam brought a comedy competition to Dreams. And I met I don't know if you know Carlos Sheriff. He funny as hell to me. They got sheriffs, they got like their own black-owned gas station right there outside of Jackson State.
Okay. Cool.
And so I met him. He was one of the comedians. I met comedian Q and a couple other comedians, Red Baby. I met them guys there, but I got in that competition right after I lost my job. And I didn't have no material. I got up there, I said some little shit. They went to laugh. I was like, y'all take that shit?
Yeah.
I got some more shit. And I made it, and I just kept doing that. They kept telling me to come back week after week. The people who threw it seemed really inspired. But the final week, I bombed. I lost like a month.
Nah, man.
Yeah. That's how you learn. That's how you get better. You might be funny, but you don't know the rope. And Carlos had told his whole family, the nigga funny, don't laugh at it. They tried. They gave me some lip sucker, but it wasn't enough for me to win. That shit taught me something. Be so funny that a nigga who I'm supposed to like you got to laugh. Me and Carlos probably said that back, Dan sure, Carlos. Well, he kind of finessed me, but we bought each other some food at Johnny T's just the other night. Shout out Johnny T. Shout out Sheriff.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the history of how I got started. And from there, I just kept doing it. Really, I probably sat out about a year, and I got booked for the Eddie Griffin show.
Oh, man. How was that?
It was dope. Eddie Griffin, a real ass nigga.
Man, Griffin,
They asked,
fuck.
yeah, for real. Like, he
real
did.
life. I went sing. It was the last comedy show that Charlie Murphy was in when they came here.
Yeah.
That was, I said, Eddie Griffin, Charlie Murphy, I think Cedric the Entertainer, George Lopez. It was a
Oh, this shit was fat. They came. I didn't see the show, but I think I was on. That was one when I first started touring. But
Man,
I saw that they went to Johnny T's. I know they
man.
was. Them legends. Everybody.
I took my mom to see that, man.
You
We
can take your mom.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
That's dope. Eddie Griffin sat backstage and told me all kind of stories. He talked about how he was from, maybe like Kansas City or something, but it's somewhere like that. He told us about it. He got a pimping history, like you know how I guess Richard Pryor grandmama ran the whole house.
Yeah,
Rock.
yeah.
Uh,
Rocco, that's what they called it.
The whole house.
Rocco.
Yeah, the whole house. Do this all day long. You'll maybe say whole house again. That's just the way. You know how the news say one thing, but you sit at your house saying the real way.
Okay.
I guess if you want to be an entrepreneur in that industry, we'll say Bravo. But you know like how that Richard Pryor mama ran that Eddie Griffin uncle was pimping. So he grew up behind under some pimping shit as a young.
In real life.
Yes, this is a real story. He told me, then he said at a young age, he knew he wanted to go do comedy. He went to New York, and his roommate was Dave Chappelle.
Man, stop it, man.
Straight up and down. And that nigga remember this shit. Let me tell you something.
Man.
Before that happened, I won the okay, so it was like a competition to get the host for. I was hosting at Last Call, and I'm talking shit. Eddie Griffin came to the stage. I just talk shit. I wasn't trying to. I think I said something about the nigga outfit. I get on one. This nigga, and I come to the stage, Eddie Griffin, I get a nigga the mic. No cap. You know how on Come to America, the nigga like, man, Dr. Martin Luther King, punch me in the cheek. Nigga Eddie Griffin punch me in the stomach. Good chick. Hard. Talking to me at the same time. Like, it's like, cause I ain't know he was gonna do this shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm stuck in between, like I'll fight a nigga. But nigga, Eddie Griffin and I was just trying to bring you up to the stage. He locked in on it. That nigga turned his knees on him.
Yeah.
Just
the turning. Yeah.
Nigga, don't you ever roast nigga. I asked him when he came to Chuckles if he remember this shit. He do. That's the funny shit about comedians. They remember that shit. But he was telling me how he roommate with Dave Chappelle. They stood in the middle of Central Park. But they didn't get on those stage. They was telling jokes in the middle of Central Park. He said they out there put their head on the ground. He'll do the Michael Jackson shit.
Yeah.
And be telling jokes. And Dave Chappelle will be telling jokes. He said people put money in their head. They'll get tips. He said at the end of the day it'll be about $75. He said they spend it all on weed. That's how he said it. I'm right there in place. And I got pictures, to show the background. He would get, man, that's one of the dopest things about being a comedian. That was the dream. Like this was in 2 years, so you dream of being around a legend. And they just talk regular shit. You know what I'm saying? Not all that other, so where you want to open up? Now they talk.
It's the realness, man.
That shit helped you, bro. That was 2 years in. I'm 11 years in the comedy game now. That was one of the first. Look how time come around. I met him 2 years in. I done been through all kind of up and down since then. But now he come back and I host Chuckles. We gonna say something. Look at you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's dope. So that's some of the stuff that I would call startup. Not the Chuckles part, but him and Jack State. That was 2 years after Dream. Because we ain't had no comedy scene here in Jackson. Yeah, I like to feel like I'm a part of the people who created the comedy scene. Me, Red Baby, Q Labs, Erica Pope, Mike Towns, definitely. He probably was 3 years. He might have got started. Yeah, he probably got started 2 years in, but he definitely played a major part in the comedy scene here. As well as the guy Elton Pope who brought in Barbara Carlisle, Carlos Miller, a whole K-Dub, a whole bunch of people who back then was like how I am, or how I probably was, because I don't know, because social media helped me out so much. It wasn't like that thing. So, but it's people like that who he brought straight through here, just like how they was going back together. And that's now you got to Rita Bees and stuff like that with my home. Shout out to Rita.
Shout out.
All these niggas. This shit really be like, you know, the good basketball players back in the day. Whoever, if you do good, you done did business with each other. Work with each other, you know. So it's a journey.
Man,
But it's
so
that's how it
awesome.
became a scene because it wasn't one though.
It's so awesome, man. Like I'm sitting up here just, it's like a timeline. You
I
know
want to
what
give
I'm
you that,
saying?
man. Like you asked me a question, but in order to give you an answer, I just take you there because I like to tell the truth, add up, give you the whole detail.
So are you just, like my grandma would say, a natural born fool?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that I would. You from Jacktown, bro. You can't be walking around funny and goof all the time, bro. You gonna have to fight somebody just good. They gonna think you might think you soft. And so one minute I started trying to act trigger, but that was because I ain't really know how to protect myself. Once I learned that shit, jokes up.
Yeah.
You might want to fight. I can fight anything. So
Oh my goodness. This is
it's not like I'm trying to. I'm defend myself. That's the point. But you know, that's how you learn how to be yourself here in Jackson Road. That's the point. If you can do that shit here,
It is. It is.
if you can do it here, you can do it well.
Have you ever been at a show and maybe you roasted somebody or said a joke that they didn't take too kindly and they wanted to, you know what I'm saying, keep your
Yes.
tail?
And that's one thing about it, and that's when you learn how to be a professional. But yes, I have had that situation happen probably on 3 different occasions.
How did you handle it, man? Like, what you do? What happened?
Normally, them cats want attention, and they really, people who get loud like they really don't want to fight. And I got to get better as a business person, but yeah, I can't even see what they want to do. And it really, I'm probably blessed in a situation that they didn't want to do nothing, but I was there for the smoke.
Yeah.
So that's it. You know, like I don't even know you as a man. I can't do my job. The point is, I don't know why people look at comedy like if you're a comedian, tell me a joke right now, right? That's how people look at it. They're like, oh, you a comedian? Say something funny. You'd have heard people say
All
that.
the time, man.
But like, if somebody got a job outside, if you a firefighter, and I be like, man, what you do? You be like, I'm a firefighter. Like, nigga, put out a fire. And you're like, shit, ain't no fire. Make one. Do a fire. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That ain't so. That's one of the things that comes with being a comedian. So people don't have the same respect. So people might come to the show and say anything. I had a guy saying anything, and then it was so crazy. They were like, man, you actually one of the best ones. Okay, but that don't got nothing to do with how you trying to talk to me right now. So that was a learning lesson for me because as a comedian, you really this is the job. Like as a job, you're supposed to be able to turn it, say something funny, don't even take it to that moment. So people gonna get mad. So if you can make him laugh, make them laugh, just about him to get mad, and I pick on him. Something that he might laugh at. I learned it though.
Wow.
That was the experience.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
I know you.
I might go, but I'm getting old, so I really just need to be like, hey man, I'm so sorry. That's what I be wanting to say. I want to say, hey guy, the next beer is on. You know, ain't had come out.
No, I never. Listen, speaking of making people laugh, how do you handle a tough crowd that's just like, they ain't laughing at nothing?
I know they gonna be tough already. I know that before they get there. I know they ain't come to see me. That's my advantage. That's how I use it. A lot of comedians don't like to go at first. I feel like, normally if I come out and say, who y'all came to see, and tell you, they go to clap, and I be like, I can tell, because you looking at me like, who they fuck? And now, it'll soften them up.
Yeah, I got you.
So it's all about making a person feel comfortable, really. You know what I'm saying? Mostly if they tough, you use little stuff to try to make them feel comfortable. Y'all look good. You know, just any kind of complimentary joke or whatever. And you already know on the other side of compliment, I'm finna do you in, but at least I can make you feel good.
Yeah.
And then one of the best things to do most times when you got to a crowd is talk about what's going on. Be in the moment. Your material ain't so important that you got to, mess up their moment. Let them know you know what's going on right now. I just watched Carlos Miller this weekend. I got to see 3 shows. This brother did a different set in the show. I don't think they did no material. So, you know.
Straight up and down.
Yeah, and I seen it go up, up, up. I ain't never see it down, but as a comedian, you know, he probably felt like I could have won harder, but still, he stuck with what he do. He cried every set, or I didn't hear him say the same thing.
Amazing.
And they killing this. Shout out those, yeah. But that's just to say what, like, some people won't tell their material and tell their story, which is great, but he just out there relating to folks. So, you know, it just depends on what you like. He probably in that moment, like when I was saying in the moment, probably so good he can do that by the hour. That's what you would like to do.
Yeah. Now, just like with music and everything else, do comedians like have to keep up with the current events as a part of their material?
Absolutely. You should be. I can't tell you know what? I don't never want to say you should. Because comedy kind of game where you come through different than just work. Shout out my boy Curry Blackmon.
For sure. I was getting ready to get to that.
You can do something different than just be south.
Yeah.
White folk crazy, you know, so
yeah.
I can't just say you know, like what works like this, but it's repeat that for me. I want to read.
Okay, as a comedian, do you have to keep up with the current events?
So as far as current events, what I want to say, because I like to do it, but I keep it on my page, and I make my first couple minutes of my like when they come to Chuckles, the new week, if I can remember, I'm gonna say something about prime time. I'm gonna say something about Ken Stowe. It was just have recently. I'm gonna put that out there.
Right.
Because we should know about it. But I'm gonna test out to see where they from, to see if they know about it.
Okay, yeah.
Where y'all
that
from?
makes sense.
You ain't really gotta say, it ain't hard to be like, where y'all from? Sometimes they say different shit at the same time, like nigga, not at the same time.
They sure do that on everybody saying it.
And now at the same time, I got you to laugh. It's like I'm doing orientation and y'all telling me where y'all from so I can know by telling you a joke. So the current stuff get people into and let you know again in the moment. Because nothing in the moment is talking about this room like I came here to talk about him. You see what I'm saying? You talk about what's going on and where you at. But then you talk about the recent events. That's another thing to get people interested. Here go the real shit though. What make you, for me, and I learned this from my boy Sleeves Christ in Nashville.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, beast. When I started my comedy room, bring you. All these cats who rock with me from out of state, who show me love, when I do my comedy room, bringing them. Just like I always say. I know I've been capping for about 10 years.
What's it?
Yeah, beast. You better, hey, he funny. If you like me, you gonna love him. So he told me, that, you know, he liked my style. We kind of sound the same. So that's the thing about it. Similar people link. It's just so happens someone might be great. But he told me what keep you going is time and shit. Everyday stuff. Like relationship between you and your daughter, how y'all get ready for work or school. Everyday life, bills. But then you go deeper, it's something that's different about you that connect with a lot of other people. Everyday life shit. So now it done went from how you get ready for work to when you sneak and dig in your booty. Because everybody do it a little different. See what I'm saying?
What is
And that ain't gonna never end because to your grandchildren, folk don't be sneaking digging in their booty. And I ain't even wrote that, but that's how it goes. What?
Sneaking in your room.
Hell yeah. Everybody do it, you gotta eat. Sometimes you don't get the, like if you in somewhere, you don't ever know when a bowel movement might hit you.
Oh, wait.
You might not get the goddamn, that's why y'all got to start eating groceries like this. You might not get the cleans the best. You don't always got white like this, then, you know, folks act funny when men got white. And when you're white right, sometimes when you get under pressure, that thing hits you a little bit. And you might have to say, why ain't schooling in the chef school? The nigga goddamn it at the mall like this. He's like, bro, why you on that mall? You know, Buddha got the itch your ass hard in the plane.
Oh,
You want to put some
Oh,
fingers.
you stupid. Stupid.
But yeah,
Man.
time and stuff, it ain't gonna stop. You know, just
tearing up, bro.
and stuff like this, especially kids and family and
All that.
people. The best man, nigga, like I love people, man. I fuck with people. I like the hood. I love the hood. I love niggas. The N-word don't bother me because we made it better. And I think when we made it better, white folk want you to say, it's not, don't say, but when it was any minute, man, I'm gonna catch a nigga by the toe, y'all singing shit on the horse. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I embrace this shit. I love it. That's where I'm from. I know if it wasn't for nigga rigging, it couldn't be a black person. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for hanging clothes on the line, you probably wouldn't have got right with drying them in your laundry. You know, you gotta figure it out. Like, that's how I look at it. One TV go out, get a smile, put it on top of that one, and we're gonna keep trying to work on that big one on the bottom. And I think that's what we made out of. I think they try to make us get embarrassed about it. So that's why I get in the depth of stuff. So that's why I like when you can do time and stuff that they won't change. You know what I'm saying?
Awesomeness.
It be seeming like I just be getting drunk and just, no, again, I got a process. I wrote essays, I got a degree, but you got to make it look like you just, the best comedian make it look like they just.
I hear you, man. Tell me about how you and Mr. Claiborne met. Like, how did that even come to part?
Elton Pope, Carpe Diem Entertainment. Shout out Elton Pope. He would be my first real comedy manager. I had some other people try. Shout out to Homer Kerry Morris, man. He really took a liking to me. Sam Kane is the one who was over that comedy night. He took a liking to me too. But Elton ended up being my manager. He the reason why I got to meet a lot of these people who ended up being. I'm talking about from like Sean Larkins, this guy's in LA. He been on TV shows on CBS. Shima Franklin. She was on Greenleaf. Like all the people who I done got to meet through this nigga do something. Everybody who I done got to meet is on something like that. Unless something happened, probably tragic, which, you know, God bless him, we can't account for. But that's Elton Pope, who was my manager. He still manages me and brings me on show. So that's how I got to meet him. Because he was like, well, that dude's going to be hot. Curry was still working at Nissan. Nigga Page was popping. He probably had about 5,000 followers. But between that time he told me that, Curry went viral. Between the time he told me, Curry was a finesse show, and he still didn't want to get on stage. So he used to lie like he ain't people see. And shit like that for a show. Yeah, you want some real shit? Did you want it to be real? He'll do that. He know he did. He'll lie like in 1996, so he ain't come to the show. But then as we got the building and stuff, and that was when it was like shows we could get booked on other people's shows. But we had probably did about 3-4 shows before he ever started doing a tour. And we got booked in Atlanta. I know we did too. That was okay. You know, it was all right to get booked on the show. And I'm glad to meet him then. This nigga, all right,
Okay.
you know, whatever you might see here, a real humble guy.
Man, shout out, man. Hey, I need to get you on the show, Mr. Claiborne.
Don't ask me shit. Don't ask me no. Everybody like to give me
Fox Cave Chronicles, Kerry Claiborne. You want that exclusive interview?
He my dog though. He'll do a lot. You know, that's, like I say, humble. He might do it if I ask. So you know, never know. But I met him through Elton Pope, and once they got together, seeing his followers kept growing up. Pope was like he was hell bent on. I gotta figure out how to get this guy in front of his people.
Right.
He'll have Curry there. We still wouldn't have a lot of people. Curry and Carlos Miller had a show when nobody else. He told that bitch, I know Carlos remember. I just talked to Carlos about some old shit, and I thought he didn't remember. This nigga remember everything.
Yeah.
That's how they be. So they was doing stuff like that, but then Pope came up with a good ass idea for a tour, and me and Curry was cool before that. But now going state to state for 2 years on a tour we went, man. I think the only places we ain't go is like Albuquerque, New Mexico, some shit that you don't know of. I don't know Quebec here, but we went to Idaho and we We went to Denver, Colorado. We went to Philadelphia, New York, New Jersey. You can name it.
All that.
It was a blessing. That's how I got strong. I was good. I could make people laugh in Jackson. I could make some people laugh in the southern region. But once I got on that tour, I learned how to make people laugh all across the United States. Being a Jacktown nigga, not trying to sound like them or act different than them myself, and reminding them of their country cousin, their uncle, or somebody to cook out, and they rock with me.
That's awesome.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
That's why I interact with my family. Y'all try to roast me, I'm gonna roast your ass back because we kill both now. Yeah, don't
He
say
will
it.
do it. Y'all know that.
I like to wait 3 days and let y'all think y'all got away with it.
And then he come back like, pow.
And if you're good, I'm gonna follow you. So. Cause then I'm finna troll your ass and go on all your kids, your picture when you was a little kid, and roast every little ugly ass picture you got on there.
Ooh.
So I have time sometimes.
Yeah, you do. Sometimes. Now, let me get off into this. Tell me what's the dating scene like for a comedian?
You know, a lot of times when we're on the road, man, after the show, we just like go back to the hotel to have Bible study. Like, you know, we just like sing Kumbaya.
Yeah, but
We have cinnamon sticks there. We just be chilling, man. We might just turn on Sports Center and just play a game with y'all.
that is not what I asked you.
What did you ask me?
What is the date?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. We need to play Yahtzee. We ain't dating shit. Everybody.
Don't be trying to go around my
I
question.
don't know the dates. How you answer that, man? Everybody doing shit different. Some comedians, it's homosexual comedians. I can't call out what everybody doing in their dating world.
What you doing in your dating world?
I'm just chilling. I ain't doing shit. You know, like, I was dating a half dated, but you know how you got somebody who looks strong with it. That's somebody who looks strong with it, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't calling out nothing to say no name, put nothing. You know, folks have their own shit going on. Now, what if she got some player shit going on? You making
That's
this
not, no, because there was a reason why I asked the question.
Okay.
The reason why I asked the question, man, was because I wanted to know, by you being a comedian, like, how can you take a comedian seriously? Like, are they joking?
That's what I was telling you about Kumbaya in Bible study.
Shut
You have to
up.
trust comedians. Trust all comedians. If you see a comedian, if you're a lovely, single young lady, you see a comedian, you approach that comedian. You say, how you doing today, sir, or ma'am? And you know, and they be like, I'm fine. How are you? Kiss the shit out of them.
Ain't nobody finna kiss the shit out of nobody.
I ain't talking about you. I'm saying if you fine or now.
I'm talking about anybody ain't finna be just doing that like that and with
Man, I'm
what's
trying
going
to put my
on.
people on.
But I'm talking about it's dangerous right now. Just kiss anybody. Ain't it?
You think these niggas like kissing?
I'm saying, ain't it dangerous?
It's been dangerous.
Oh, okay.
It's been dangerous. And then we're going to go through the M-bar and what it going to be.
What?
Flat, dangerous.
Oh. Well, okay.
We living and now we got a shot. But with a shot showing out.
You got the shot?
No made. Nope. I just don't get sick. I believe I had it. I believe I had it when it first came
I
out.
do too.
I had it before it first came out.
I do too. It was bad.
Before it. Boo-boo on you.
I can't, but see, I don't want to tell that about all that.
That ain't even one of the symptoms.
I don't want to tell that about
What happened to you?
this person.
I ain't really, you know what? I can't claim it, but I did. But I got sick on my birthday. Everybody thought I was
I
doing
hope
shit.
you ain't boo-boo and all that on
It
yourself.
was before then. Yeah, that's what you do when you die. That's what I was trying to tell people. I'm dying. They thought I was playing.
It was like that, seriously?
Yes, that's how I know. And then they said it didn't come out to October.
I don't know, man. I'm just asking them.
But I had enough time to get better before everybody knew what it was.
Yeah.
So I can't get sick again because I'm one of the first people.
If they say you can get it again.
Now you're one of the first people. That's like you're not listening.
No.
You never watched the movie with the monkey on it?
I ain't seen it. It's on Netflix.
Next question.
Is it on
It
Netflix?
might be. I was gonna say nah, but it might be.
I'm gonna check it out. For real.
Check it out, cause then you gonna understand disease, bro.
I don't understand.
What's the symptom of it?
I understand them enough.
What's the symptom?
To know.
See, a lying nigga that keep saying she told me now symptom.
Well, I ain't had it.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know the symptom. That's the point.
I know the symptom. I ain't had it.
You ain't told me now symptom, then you just denied.
You had it. You tell me the symptom.
Ain't no doctor say that.
You said you had it.
She keep listening to what I said. I say any damn thing.
But
That's what we just discussed.
did you have it?
I don't know that I did, but I ain't tasted shit for about 3 months.
No.
If you eat enough of it, you will taste it. That's what I found out.
Do you eat enough of it?
What are you talking about? You talk about chicken wings and catfish. Country fried catfish. These y'all hosts, man. Y'all do this shit every time. Snug, this how she do. This your fault, bro.
Snug has nothing to do with this. Tell me about how you got involved with Chuckles Comedy Club.
Okay. The Chuckles came here. When they first came here, comedian Marvin Hunter, Ricky Snyder was the first person to open up. He packed that bitch sideways. Comedian Marvin Hunter was on the show. He called me to see if I could host or feature. I was headed out of town in Memphis with Kerwin and Pope. I called my good friend, Merk B, and told him to do it. They say he took it. So that wasn't the first.
Shout out to Merk B, man. I gotta get him on the show.
My guy.
For real. Let me tell you something.
Great dude, man. He humble as shit too. He called me check up on me. Just for nothing. I'm just checking to see if everything all right, man.
That's good people, you know, 'cause a lot of people don't do that. So,
I don't, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I got Merk to do that, so I guess that was a good plus for me and him. Fast forward, my boy Oscar P from Memphis was opening up there. He would mention that I was a good comedian here. Why don't they rock with me? My boy Chris set it out Jones out of Alabama. He in Atlanta now. He opened up the Carlos actually. That's why I was up there keeping with them. I took them boys around the city.
Okay.
So, but he mentioned each other. And then, you ever heard of JJ Williams? He the GOAT from around here. Like, he the one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
he had a show here Valentine's Day weekend. It was his first time being in Chuckles. He let me host. Excuse me. Once he let me host, I did well. And I got the host for Faison Love after that. Like, I almost directly following. I got the host for Sean Jones. I went back on the road with Kurt and then COVID-19. When COVID was over, soon as, not over, because shit's still going on,
Right.
but once they opened stuff back up, right about June, Chuckles opened back up. And the owner, Mike Jr., shout out Mike Jr., real good dude. Man, y'all got to get over there to Chuckles, man. If y'all know somebody that would be a good waiter or whatever, get them over there. We're going to upgrade this thing. We need y'all over there. We need the city to keep it going. But shout out Mike Jr. Mike Jr. hit me up like, because I was back on there too with Curry. And he hit me up like, you don't eat? He a real nigga. He hit me up like, you don't even fuck with your boy no more.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And then I told him, I said, man, I'm really blasted right now. I can't do this show tonight because I was wasted. I wasn't expecting to call. And I said I'll be there the next 2 days. So I came there, I did that, and they really been rocking with me ever since. I'm pretty much the host. The comedy game different. Some people bring their own features, their own host. So, you know, if they do that, they might not need me. But for the most part, I'm the house host. I'll be there. Shout out to all my people who come check me out because people just come for me. And I appreciate that. But Chris, it's Chris, he worked, the ops manager. He rock with me, and Mike Jr. worked with me. They keep me up at night. So that's how I am. If y'all up and coming comedian and you feel like you got the time, get over there and holler at Mike Jr. or Chris. I do too. but he don't come here a lot, so we'll see how we can work that out. Oh, Chris, though, man, I think we should look into that. All of them murder. Get them if I can help.
Yeah.
Just a dope platform. So, y'all come here, y'all can drink and everything. It's just a player shit. Player ride.
Don't be telling them that. Let them wait till they get here and see.
Oh, bring your own. It ain't like, yeah, she had it. All right. I like to
I'm having some. Coming soon.
Y'all good enough for me right now. I appreciate it.
So, tell us what you got. Anything you got coming up? Any events?
Coliseum Blues. It's a blues show. Coliseum, April 24th or 26th.
Really?
Around that time.
Okay.
Look forward to it, man. They got everybody you like in blues. I gotta look back at the flyer because I don't look at none of that till about the week or time to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they got people like Big Pokey and Sir. What's my guy? I'm sitting there minding my bed. Dang, you got to know because hey, I forget all their names, but they go hard.
All them gonna be there.
No, let me say something. I don't do blue. I didn't do blue. When I host, you should go to a blues event. It's different. It ain't like you think. It ain't like your mama. If it is your mama, man, they wide open.
I might have to come check it out.
They wide open, and you will bless your soul. You can get to see Bobby Rush one time.
I might come check it
Bobby
out.
Rush like Skywalker.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hey, no cap.
Hey, with the
Sometimes you gotta get
dancing
outside the box, man.
With
You
the
only
dancing
get better when you try something different sometimes. And I'm telling you. So, but that's the next thing I got going up big. I'm probably gonna be at Chuckles this weekend. I think we got Ali Sadiq. He very funny. A lot of people don't really know him, but he's hilarious. And I know we got D.L. Duke coming up soon. Chuckles gonna have some of the world-renowned comedians. I know we got Monique coming back. We're gonna have DC Young Black coming back. We keep it. It's a rotation thing. Mm-hmm. We just need the city to come out and support. And if you don't do nothing else, come support me. Y'all got to quarrel with it. Tell me, because that's your connection to the people. You know what I'm saying? And I tell them, let's keep it up so it can be our comment spot.
Now, where is it located? You don't know.
It's located right across the street from Young Bar. Like, if you know how to get to Young Bar, you look across the street, and they're going to show. Okay. However, I would definitely encourage y'all to support any comedy, especially artists that you know who from around here. Definitely support Mike Town. I support them because without
shout out to Mike Town.
And when Offbeat Comic Store open back up, that's where we go work on our jokes. You can come in there for free. You might see me, Murph, Rita B. I don't know who you might see who do comedy around here. You might see her. It be free. Walk through the door. When they open back up, because he's serious about the coronavirus. I think he got a weak immune system.
I forgot.
You probably can't think. Look. Anyway.
Shout out.
I don't like that. Nah, that's my guy.
Shout
out, Ben. We do this. But that's where we work on jokes before we take them to Chuckles and any other venues like this. So just continue to support our local artists in comedy like you do. And art, blues, singing, rap. We in the same game. I try, like I said, I'm a people person. So if you see me support somebody, that phrase, dick riding, or that shit, like, I ain't looking for no clap for them, nigga. I appreciate what you do, brother. I'm gonna get my clap for myself because I'm gonna work. I ain't looking for no clap.
That's right.
I don't care nothing about that. We gotta get back to being able to appreciate people before they be gone. You be loving the hell out of them, they gone. Everybody go platinum with it. Nigga, buy my shit before I die, please. But after I die, still buy it again too if they have, cause I want my son to be alright, but
support me while I'm here.
I like that. So
support me while I'm here, man.
So if you see me, nigga, I go on a light streak sometimes. Everybody from bottom, well, I'm on here if I ain't liking this shit.
You ain't really like one of my stuff.
Yeah, you get personal with it. I probably gonna see it. I got a lot of traffic on my timeline. Just DM it to me. I go there for it.
What's that DM it to me?
It's not the difference. Let me tell you something about life, and this is the best thing about life and living. If I didn't do it today, I might do it tomorrow. Don't take it there, baby. Don't take it there personal. Give me a chance.
Never personal.
sleep better like that.
For sure. Well, you know what? When can I have you back again? Because I have enjoyed this interview with you.
Let me know I like to do this. I like to interview, I like to talk. So we can make it a thing. And you know what? If they give me some tickets to Chuckles, I'm gonna get you some. But if I give them to you, you better come. I don't like to give people tickets. We been charged all y'all ass.
How can I not come when I got tickets?
Okay.
I'm gonna show
I like
up.
this slogan. How can I not come when I got
That's
tickets?
it. It's mine.
Got to do it. That's big.
Yeah. What's up?
Touche.
Any encouraging words for any upcoming comedians out here that's watching?
I know you like to ask people for advice and ask folks how you do shit, but we got social media now. Rock your page, and if folks think it's funny, you go with it, do that, go for your crowd, and when you get to a point where you just break, you focus on the crowd then, because I watched a lot. There was a time when people who used to attack the stage told people the internet ain't the way. And I seen Desi Banks, DC Young Fly, Curry Claiborne, what was this? My guy B. Curry, the other guy we caught back there, my KP. Well, I can't remember now. I don't remember a lot of shit sometimes, but the point is attack your social media, find your own following. At the end of the day, that's what it's gonna be about, even for me. People might say you're funny or not, but when you got 100 motherfuckers who you rock with in the crowd, you can do shit.
Alright. Were there any comedian legends that you looked up to?
Absolutely. Red Fox, Wanda Page, of course Richard Pryor, Mike Epps, Juan Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, Jack Fox. And I try to study all their ass so hard till I sound like them niggas, and I say, oh, think that sound like them.
Thanks. Tell the people how can they reach out to you.
You can reach me at Nardo Blackmon on Facebook, and you can catch me at Nardo Blacktastic on Instagram as well as Twitter. Most platforms is Nardo Blacktastic.
Yeah.
Nardo Blacktastic, because I had speech class, I had to spell it.
Why Nardo Blacktastic?
Because black is fantastic. My last name is Blackmon. Comes from black man. And fantastic shit. Not a porn name. I know that what it sounds like, black cat, like anyway. That's where it go. Some niggas look like Nardo Bliss.
Man, I wasn't even coming like that,
I know
bro.
people, I see it in your eye. I saw it to the core. But Nardo Blacktastic, because black is fantastic, man. Don't let them fool you. You know, they put black, dark, black, everything. If you look up black, it's always something bad. Hell nah, we the shit. Don't they bite everything we do?
Alright.
Niggas
Okay.
invented shit until you read. Black History Month all year, every year. If you can find out something black that nigga didn't know, tell somebody, let them know. I don't think black folk invented cars, but I feel like we invented slaves. If we didn't invent that, we damn sure invented renege. How you gonna be a nigga two times, right?
Yeah, we did though.
Hold on, he didn't do something right. What it was?
He reneged.
He was a nigga once, and he came back this nigga shit again. You know?
Read.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Yeah. Y'all, we want to thank comedian Nardo for being here in the 5K tonight. I
Been a
have
pleasure.
really enjoyed this interview. Like, he already had me going before we even got started. So I already knew he was just going to come up here and add more.
I was over there praying.
He came through the door with it, y'all. But I have really enjoyed this interview and can't wait to have you back again. And I can't wait to come on the Freedom to Speak Freely.
We're gonna set that up. That's what it is. You brought me on here, so now I gotta get you on Freedom to Speak Freely and talk about
So I
what
come
you got
speak
going
freely.
on, your platform, and your dope stuff you had going with Mississippi Rail. You had here earlier, Murder
Gang Wood.
Shit. Y'all, Murder Gang Wood had enough money to buy a house in his pocket.
In one pocket.
A new house in one pocket, and a rent home in another pocket, and no bullets just gunfight himself. I was nervous till you said it in school, but they seem like some cool kids, man. We just want to protect themselves. Jacktown different like this. Shout out to them.
Shout out to Murray Gamewood, man.
Appreciate you bringing me
awesome interview tonight.
Dope vibe.
For sure. Before we get out of here, I want to send a shout out to my team, Mr. Black, Jonathan Hollins. They couldn't be here tonight. They ate the money, so shout out to them. I want to send a shout out to my sponsors, Ayana Pride. Thank you so much for being my sponsor for the entire season of season 2 of the Fox K Chronicles. Shout out to my second sponsor, Hendrix Tattoos and Piercings, right here in Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to Steve Hendrix. He became my second sponsor yesterday. So if y'all need some tattoos, y'all want to get some piercings, go hit him up. Black owned business. I'm gonna give all his information out on Facebook, his IG, all that. So just go on my page and get that information. But support our black owned businesses, y'all. We gotta do that. Also, the Fox K Chronicles rap battle is coming June 2021. Y'all get ready for that. A whole nother experience. My first rap battle under my platform. I'm excited. Coming soon, June 2021. Also, having my first pop-up shop, y'all. The Fox K Chronicles pop-up shop hosted by me. And no, I'm not selling anything. I'm just hosting it. So if you want to be a vendor, inbox me and I will give you that information. But I'm looking forward to April 17th. That's the day. I think that's a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. So more information on that coming soon. Shout out to Designers Grill over here, 3028 West Northside Drive, where I have my shows. I thank them so much for that. Y'all get ready for Pole Talk TV coming soon. That is a new podcast hosted by Foxy, myself. I will be chopping it up with some of the finest dancers around here.
I have a feeling, man. When you said pole talk, I don't know that they got like, come again?
Yes. Coming soon. So y'all stay tuned for more details about that. Also, shout out to my manager. Happy birthday to my manager. Shout out to him. Also, if you know anyone that wants to be a guest on the show, inbox me and I'll get back to you soon about that. And if you want to be a sponsor, hit me up as well. I got 3 different sponsor packages available. Arctic Fox, Silver Fox, and the best one of all, the Red Fox, baby. So if you want to be a sponsor, hit me up and I'll get that information to you as soon as possible. Comedian Nardo, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
We gotta do this again, man. Most definitely. All donations are welcome, y'all. Send them in, cash out. $, FOXXYFIT. That's $, Foxy Fit. All donations go to the show. I'm trying to upgrade. So send them in, y'all. Shoot, stop playing.
Send them in.
For
Send
real.
a bunch.
Send them in.
Send them
in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all tune in tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I have a special guest. She's a Black author, and I'm excited to interview her. So thank y'all for supporting the Fox K Chronicles. Good night. We are out of here.